Hi, today I wanted to explain to you the technology behind that is actually for the screens, different kind of screen fabric, material, and different kinds of screen. I've actually prepared this board, but it was not very ideal for the reason that the glue that's actually being used to paste it on a plastic board, and due to the fabric that is actually in contact with the glue and the plastic board, the results doesn't turn out to be good. So you see some wrinkles that is actually on that. And in fact, on the very first one on the left, I've actually used quite a different layers of tapes to actually secure it because of its thicker material. But nevertheless, I'd like to actually explain on this technology. First and foremost, the one that is actually on the very left, okay, is actually what we call the like a fabric which is similar to a thick paper card, C-A-R-D, card. So it is actually white in color, okay, and it has a contrast ratio of about 900 to 1 and with a gain of 1. So what is all this contrast gain all about? I'll explain to you very, very shortly. The second one is actually what we call an ALR screen. ALR actually stands for anti-light reflection screen. So look at all this. The one that you see actually is the left is white, and then move on to gray, and then move on to another gray, which is a lighter gray, and then move on to another, looks like white, but is actually a very light tone of gray. Now, the second one that I go through just now on the halfway, it actually has a contrast ratio of about 20,000 is to 1 and 0.9 gain. So having said that, this particular second and ALR fabric is able to actually support up to 8K of resolution. And then moving on to the third one, this third one actually has a contrast ratio of 15,000 is to 1 and 1.5 gain. The last but not least, actually having the highest gain of 1.9 gain and a contrast of 500 is to 1. Now, if you notice one thing is that the higher the contrast, which means that when you move from the second one all the way to the last, the higher the gain, you'll get a lower contrast. What does it mean? Now, when you actually have a higher gain, you'll notice that the video image that you're going to get is going to be whitewash. Why is that so? Because it wants to give you the maximum reflection by the fabric technology, reflecting more lights towards our eyes. So, having said that, when this happens, the contrast ratio will actually drop. So what is contrast? Contrast, every one of us knows that is actually the contrast between the dark, which is the black, and the white. Of course, colors in between, right? But white is actually the extreme brightness. So having said that, what is the best material that is actually best suited for home entertainment for projectors? Now, in my experience, in my opinion, is going to be low gain, high contrast. Because with a low gain, and naturally you'll be able to achieve a higher contrast. So look at the standard of TV nowadays, which is OLED, right, by LG. OLED selling point is that they have actually very deep black, which they can entirely off the LED to give a off status, which is a true black on the LED. So what happened is that is actually a benchmark of contrast, because when the LED is off, it's a total black, and when the other LED, which is actually white in color, is able to actually stand out totally from the total off of LED, which is a total black and the extreme of total white. So that is the true contrast, right? So what we actually wanted to choose a fabric that is actually best for home entertainment is again the same thing, which is having a very good contrast, which is mean to say is a high contrast, and a low gain. So in all these four material that's actually available in the market, I prefer this material, the second one, which is of about 0.9 gain and a contrast of 20,000. So OmniSCREEN, the screen that we sell, is actually using this particular fabric that is actually for the long throw or standard throw projectors. Screens mainly come in different form factors. Mainly there are three of them. Number one being the pull-up screen. Two being a motorized screen that is from top down. So this is actually the ALR screen on a motorized manner. So once it's being installed on the ceiling or the wall, the bracket is able to accommodate to the wall as well as the ceiling, right? So you just roll down. It's actually on tap tension. Tap tension means to say you can see over here, right, on the left and right side, it actually comes with a string. So this string is actually meant to pull the screen in the middle. So if it do have any wrinkles after it's actually being rolled down, so the tap tension will actually make it straighten the fabric. Next is actually a fixed screen on the wall. Now, does an ALR screen really makes a difference? Now, let us do a side-by-side comparison using the same projector, projecting on a white wall and an ALR screen. Let's do a side-by-side test. Now, look at it. It is still very clear even with the lights on. This is how powerful the brightness of the projector. Look at the performance on the contrast between the black and the white. Value projector able to achieve this black. Many of the high brightness projector we are talking about is only achieving gray. Turn on the lights. I'll turn off the lights again. Like our content as usual, do subscribe to our channel, right, by clicking on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to keep update on our new product launch frequently, right? Just for information, besides the Omni Audio Projector series, we are now the authorized partners of Epson as well as AWOL Vision and more to come, right? Stay tuned on our entire range of products, and now we are actually the specialists of projectors, projector screen, as well as karaoke system. Thank you.